Hi, YouTube. I'm doing a quick video on the Marshall Mini Stack or Micro Stack, whatever you want to call them. I've been interested in these since the 80s and they came out. I really liked them, but I could never really afford one. And I happened to pick up a set, the stack cabs um, last week. And hi, Abby. I thought I'd go through this and show you what's inside. There's not really a lot of information on these or how to mod them or anything like that. There's some stuff on the forums, but not a lot of videos. So I figured I'd take it apart, do the cleaning on it. It's been left in a basement, I think, because it's pretty gross. It was really dirty and it smelled pretty bad when I bought it. But I got a good deal on the set, so I thought, well, give myself a winter project to work on. So here's the back of it. Pretty straightforward, really. Has this really deep recessed switch plate, and the carry handle, the pickup handle is right here on the thing. So pretty weak wiring, but it looks like it probably works okay. It's made out of MDF. I think the old ones from like the early 80s were made out of birch. That's what I've read. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is MDF. The cabinet itself, which was really gross. It's actually pretty nicely made. I think it's some kind of plywood. Might be beech. I don't know. Doesn't really seem to have any markings inside. Has some piping on it. Tolex is actually pretty nice, fairly thick. I'm a little surprised. It's like a real amp. The way you get the baffle out, which it didn't take me long to figure it out, but it can be a little hard. Is there's a recess cut right here. It's like an angle cut. So you lift the baffle out this way from the top, and it should slide right out. I ran into some trouble because the Tolex here the glue is coming. The glue's lost its strength. I'll just re-glue that. But right now I'm really just going through and cleaning and examining kind of what I have. I'm cleaning it with some Chemical Guys vinyl interior cleaner or total interior cleaner. Stuff actually works pretty good, along with one of these brushes on a drill. Really got some really gross layers off. It's starting to smell a lot better. Yeah, it smelled. And like I said, it's been in a basement for a long time. Not the greatest construction. I don't think this was ever intended to be a professional musician's cabinet. It's for fun, I think, more than anything. Here's the speaker. Yeah, that's a pretty small magnet. It's pretty corroded. It's gross. It's dented. I suspect that this has probably been out of the amp for a long time, or rather out of the cabinet for a long time. Probably replaced with something else, and then before it sold or put away, it got the old speaker back. Not really impressive there. I don't actually have an amp cab for it, an amplifier for it. I just play through my Silverface Champ all the time. I'm just a bedroom player. I don't gig out or anything like that. So here's the grill. Looks cool. It's brown. I think this was a lead 12. Has a cool Marshall script, but I see this as a real drawback, right? Right in front of your speaker is this huge piece of wood, and I don't think this is really ideal. So I don't know. It depends on how deeply I want to get into this project. This really needs a lot of cleaning. I might actually have to replace this grill cloth. It's pretty gross, but you can see the big stains. Something was spilled all over it. This still smells. Not pleasant. So yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to clean this, or like I said, I might just replace it all the way. What I may do to try and improve the sound on this is route some of this unnecessary material out of here. Just seems like a lot. Doesn't need to be there. Drill this out and maybe pin route a circle here, just to get this out, but still have something there as a backer to support this grill cloth and give it that sort of stack top cab angle. It might not be necessary, but I'll try and figure something out. Like I said, it just depends on how far I want to go with the project. I might just clean it up and sell it all. I don't know. It depends on what I have going on this winter. So that's what's inside them. That's how they break down. Pretty straightforward. It wasn't very easy to get apart. I had to use a rubber mallet, to kind of hit the box a couple of times to free up the back plate. it was really stuck in there, and it took a little bit of effort. But you take your time and you be patient. It will come apart. It is definitely a fairly well-made cabinet, I would say. Not super good. Probably not as good as you'd get out of Mojotone if they were doing something like this, or one of those kind of those builders, but still pretty good. I might actually change this around and make this so it can daisy chain. So both of them have a single input. I don't know if you can see that. Not a lot of light in here, but they each have a single input. So you need an amp with two outputs to tie into it, and they probably both have to be 16 ohm or adaptable to 16 ohm. I think I would do either an open back on this, or with a 2-gang switch plate, so I can daisy chain them together, so I can have only one output and still be able to use both cabinets. I think that's probably the way I'll go. I'll replace these little cups. They're in pretty bad shape, and all the screws are gross. They're all rusted and in pretty bad shape. I'd say this thing's been apart, quite a few times. The screws are definitely damaged. A couple of them almost threaded, and some of them are even the wrong size. So, yeah, interesting little project. We'll see how it comes together. And please leave a comment in the comment section. If you like what you see, if you want some more information on it, feel free to give me feel free to drop me a message, and I'll try to get back to you, and I'll answer any questions you might have.